Joining me now, House Judiciary Ranking Member Doug Collins. Congressman, the Senate has likely not followed the ins and outs of this case all that closely. What are they about to learn?
I think they're about to learn that they're going to get the weakest impeachment articles that have ever been done. They're going to see a sham process in the House in which rules were overrun. The agenda was only to get at a president that they disliked. They're going to find out that this started in November of 2016. And they're going to find out that there was nothing here to impeach a president for. And I think when you understand that and when they see that this is all about an election in 2020, the only election problem here is the Democrats trying to throw an election because they have candidates that can't win.
Well, now it's Lev Parnas. So this convicted felon, fraudster, he's pulling a Michael Cohen. He wants to get a reduced sentence, clearly. So he's throwing some chicken scratch notes over. That's going to change the court. It reminds me of when they kept saying it was bribery, then it was extortion, then it was quid pro quo. None of that happened because none of it is sticking. So now they have to have Parnas in there. But is this something that you all are worried about?
No, not really. I mean, look, their problem is they don't have enough focus groups. Remember, Laura, they needed focus groups. Well, extortion is not good. Bribery is not good. Quid pro quo.
Were they trailing Yovanovitch? If so, why were they doing that? Why was a private citizen, if that was happening, working to trail a U.S. ambassador? It's not against the law, but it certainly doesn't look great.
Well, it doesn't look great, and it shouldn't be done. And I think here's the interesting thing. He's been indicted. The Department of Justice has him. Look, Bill Barr will take care of this. We'll see that coming. And what we're seeing here, though, is nothing that we've not seen before. Here's what I see it is. They've got a weak case. They're throwing this weak case out there, and they said, oh my, shiny object, America, look over here. And they're trying to tie it back to the fact that this president, they could do nothing with him except he signs trade deals. He has our economy. He makes us a world standing. That's what he does.
Parnas was on with Rachel Maddow tonight on MSNBC, and he's saying that Barr is in on this. Watch. Oh, okay. He said he basically knew what was going on. He knew what was going on with trailing. President Trump knew exactly what was going on. He was aware of all my movements. I wouldn't do anything without the consent of Giuliani or the president. I have no reason to speak of any of these officials.
Well, I think this goes back to show
that Trump was aware, not Barr.
Well, again, if we wasn't such on a clock and a calendar in the House, and we wasn't such on a deadline to impeach the president like the Grinch at Christmas, we would. If they had wanted to try and investigate, why didn't the House do the investigation here? What they're doing is they're taking their. It reminds me of my kids when they come home from college. They pack all their dirty laundry into a bag and they bring them home and say, "Mom, would you fix the laundry for us?" The House did a terrible job with impeachment. Now they're trying to make the Senate do their job for them, and in the end, the senators are going to see through this. And the American people have already saw
when
through
you
it.
can't convince people on the substance of rank illegality, you have to play up the atmospherics. Watch.
There's a sacramental quality to this. There's a ritual.
I'm so glad Chris used the word ritual. There is something almost religious to it.
I think Pelosi's a real believer in this, about ritual.
She said he's been impeached forever. They can never erase that. And
there's
we know that's
there's
something.
a sacramental statement for life, like a priest for life. It is a perfect statement of what she is. I think she's very reverential.
The thrill up his leg now. Who said women can't become priests or popes? It's Pope Nancy.
This is sad. I mean, when you're all of a sudden putting religious terms to a very blatant impeachment that is a partisan impeachment, this is just sad. The people see through this. To make this reverential, then you fist bump, you hand out pens, and you say everybody will get a pen, and you laugh about it. There's no reverential to this. They hate the idea of this president winning. They hate the idea of losing another election. They can't stand what he's done for this country.
Well, Congressman, the foam poster board of the American flag behind Nancy, that was really that took a lot to put that prop together. So I think you're really not giving her due. Congressman, that was quite a show today. It was great to see you. Thanks for coming in.